All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at this lesson. So I want to find the other 5 trig functions, or kind of whatever the trig functions I'm listed that I want to find. So I still have to think about what we did like in 11-4 with my quadrants and everything. And so when I do this, I'm given that tangent is negative. So that means that my angle measurement has to be somewhere either in quadrant 2 or quadrant 4, because that's where tangent is negative. And then if I'm between 0 and 180 degrees, that's either quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. I want it to be true in both quadrants. So the only time it's true in both quadrants is quadrant 2. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw a triangle. I'm going to label one angle X. My opposite side is 3 and my adjacent side is 5. So I'm going to look for my hypotenuse. So 3 squared plus 5 squared is equal to c squared. So 9 plus 25 is equal to c squared. So 34 is equal to c squared. So c is the square root of 17. And now what I want to do is I want to find sine of x, cosine of x. I already have tangent there. So I want cosecant x. Oh my gosh. Cosecant x, secant x, and then cotangent of x. So when I do sine of x, that will be opposite over hypotenuse. So that's 5 over, nope, just kidding, 3 over opposite side. So 3 over the square root of 17, which is 3. Oh my goodness, my pencil is getting all crazy on me today. Okay. 3 root 17, which is the same thing as 3 root 17 over 17. Okay. Yeah. Cosine will be 5 over root 17, which is 5 root 17. Oh my goodness. 5 root 17 over 17. So then my cosecant will be opposite of my sine, so that's root 17 over 3. I was just writing with this a few minutes ago, and it was totally fine. Okay, secant will be root 17 over 5, and then cotangent will be 5 over 3. Now, the issue is that I'm in quadrant 2. So sine is okay because sine and cosecant will both be positive. But cosine and secant will be negative, and also my cotangent. So don't forget when you guys do these that you have to put in your negative values in at some point. And sometimes you can do it afterwards if you want. I might forget to do it afterwards, so I might have wanted to do it while I was actually like doing the problem. But it's completely up to you. Okay, so now I look at cosecant. Cosecant, remember all students take calculus, right? Or all sad turtles cry. Cosecant is negative in the bottom 2 quadrants, so that is in quadrant 3 or quadrant 4. And then if I'm between negative 90 degrees and positive 90 degrees, that is in quadrant 1 or quadrant 4. So I want it to be true in both quadrants, which is quadrant 4. I'm going to draw my triangle. I have x there. Cosecant is hypotenuse over opposite. And then what I want to do is I want to find the missing side. So a squared plus 15 squared is equal to 17 squared. So a squared plus 225 is equal to 289. So then a squared is equal to 64. So a is equal to 8. Okay, so I want to find sine, cosine, tangent. I already have cosecant, so I have secant and cotangent. Okay, so now I'm in quadrant 4, which makes sine negative, it makes cosine positive, makes secant positive, it makes a negative in tangent and cotangent. So my sine is opposite over hypotenuse, which is 17. Nope, just kidding. Opposite, which is 15 over 17. My cosine is 8 over 17. So my secant is 17 over 8. And then my tangent is opposite over adjacent. So 15 over 8. So 8 over 15 is there. And again, like I made the error, I got rid of that negative sign, but both tangent and cotangent are negative, and my sine is also negative, but everybody else was positive. Okay. So now if I want to look at this, find the values of sine and or cosine and tangent. So again, my sine is positive, so that's either in quadrant 1 or quadrant 2. Cotangent is negative, either in quadrant 2 or quadrant 4, so that we must be in quadrant 2. So now when I do this, I will draw my triangle. And here's my, not x, it's theta this time. So theta, and then my opposite side is 3, my hypotenuse is 7, and I'm trying to figure out what a is. So a squared plus 3 squared is equal to 7 squared. So a squared plus 9 is equal to 49. So my pencil got all crazy. A squared is equal to 40. So a is root 4 times root 10, because I simplify my root. So I get 2 root 10. So now if I want sine of theta, I already have sine of theta. I want cosine of theta, and I want tangent of theta. So tangent of theta would have been opposite over adjacent. So then I get 3 root 10 over 20. And I'm in quadrant 2, which makes this, I'm going to clean this up a little bit. This should be a 3, and it should be a negative because I'm in quadrant 2. And then cosine is also negative, and then I wanted it to be 2 root 10 over 7. Okay? All right, so find the values of sine, cosine and tangent. So I'm either in quadrant 1 or quadrant 4 for secant to be positive. For sine to be negative, I have to either be in quadrant 3 or quadrant 4. So what I recognize is that I'm in quadrant 4. Sketch my little triangle, put theta somewhere. Secant is hypotenuse, which is 3 over the adjacent, which is a 1. And I have to figure out the missing side. So, just kidding. Oh my goodness, I cannot think right now. 1 squared plus b squared is equal to 3 squared. So 1 plus b squared is equal to 9. So b squared is equal to 8. So b is 2 root 2, because I simplify b squared is equal to root 8. B squared is equal to root 4 times root 2. Okay. So I want a cosine of theta, which is 1/3. And because I'm in quadrant 4, that's still positive. And then I'm going to go to tangent, which because I'm in quadrant 4, that's negative. And it's opposite, which is 2 root 2 over adjacent, which is 1. Which you don't have to write the 1 there. Okay? And that is it for this lesson.